That would be a tough time for Care, and I feel like if you can shut down a champion that is very weak in the early game like this, that could be a vital strategy, especially considering...
Very close. Very, very close.
Oh, now here they go on to Care. Grand Entrance does not connect. Deadly Flourish does, despite the Rift Walk. Gonna be followed by a flash from Shun. There lands the stun with the Permafrost. Care should be able to jump for the wall. You can land that final blow. Missing flashes over. There's the Grand Entrance, and it should be first blood picked up here for Shun.
All right.
Weird scaling champions, the Kale, the Kassadin, the Smolders, the Asols, like... you can never count him out, and speaking of counting him out, might have to count out Shear's days here as he's getting collapsed upon by Ala and Shun. And with that call to Meek, it'll be the first kill going towards the Croc.
24-hour mark yet?
We're approaching, I think, right now, so we're powering through. I apologize if I've just been like speaking incoherent sentences for the last game or so, but we've been it's been good.
It's all good. Yeah, like the game's been fun.
International competition of having a champion where you maybe want to do something proactively and not being able to do so just yet. And that's another turret. That's a turret picked up.
Play is being made here.
Yeah, looks like the target is Ala, as he is taking a lot of damage to Dominus, and nobody's really here by his side. There's the ultimate from Shadow, and he will pick himself up a shutdown. Care dying on the other side as well. It is plays going opposite sides for JDG and FPX.
Yeah, there won't be an opportunity to smite away that Rift Herald by the seams thing. JDG, they pick up this whole tier 2, I think. We've got the Void Mites as well to just delay those minions from dying, so 700 gold split between Missing Shun and Scout. It's going to be about 230, 250 for Scout. Decent little chunk of change.
Okay, Shadow. Here we go. Here we go, Shadow.
You can't.
There's a teleport. It's gonna be Ala. Get collapsed upon. Doesn't get hit there with the Vault Breaker and slices away. 3,000 HP. And we should be able to secure the objective. There we go, Shadow. Claps for Shadow. It's going to cost Shear potentially his life, but at least we got an objective here for FPX. He actually is able to survive a little bit longer with the Flash Pathmaker, but there comes Missing, and there's Pays picking up his first kill of the game.
There's a lot of, peel around this Victor as well. Think about Sejuani, Khan. These tools can also, of course, be used to engage and turn things around, so Scout is going to be extra safe. He's got the Rower as well as Shadow.
In trouble. Oh, the first shot of the curtain call takes him down.
Man.
Care was unable to body block that one. Looking for more. The 4 shot does not connect, and Care will be able to rift block out to safety. Jue essentially looking for an engage. Pop Blossom finds one. That's a really nicely timed bullet time as well from Assume. And Care is going to pick that one up. Yeah, JDG are trying to hold for a potential fight. They're waiting for Ala to get in, pop that Dominus, and try to rip apart FPX here on the flank. Here comes the fight. Care rift walks forward. He gets eaten up by that Glacial Prison, and here comes Ala, knocking him down potentially, but no, Care will survive until Ala flashes in, but he might have gone a little bit too far forward. The Pop Blossom comes out. FPX have gone 2 for 2 in the fight so far, and Assume is still alive on the misfortune. Shadow dashing forward,
he's
trying to lock down Shun. There comes Shear onto Pays. Can he do enough? No! It's the Jin who locks him down with a final crit, and JDG have the numbers advantage, and FPX is running the wrong way.
Man, that fight was so much closer than maybe it should have been.
What a flash over the wall. He's going to pick something up, and Shadow's going for Shun. It's going to be a one-way trip, and with nothing down in response, that's an ace. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Not that we think that would have necessarily been the difference in this. Okay. Well, that's a nice play. Nice find. Potentially a Scout. Goes just a little bit too far forward. Maybe a lot of it too far forward here. It's going to be matched here by spotting each other behind the rest of the fight. Might come back down to a 50-50 as Care. Rift walks over the wall. The target immediately is Scout. He pops the gravity well down. But look, it's Dway down instantaneously as now the Otacon could become the target. He resets just a little bit as Assume and Shadow. They're going to go for it. It's Shadow. He's reigned supreme. He secures the smite and will head right back to base. But now Ala is looking for the flank as well. It'll just be the false slice claim, but that could be enough for JDG to start up the Baron. Care. Once again, level 16. This is one of his signature pocket picks. Can he do enough to help
Might as well.
FPX pull off the upset. Look at the flank.
Oh.
It's going to be missing, getting caught out by Shadow, and the bullet time from Assume finishes the job. Now it is a 4v5. Shun's at half
This is
HP.
good.
The Dragon's getting started off. Shadow still looking for more. Onto the Dragon they look. Ala has the dominance pop. Assume has to be careful as that Bloodthirster shield could get melted down pretty quickly. Onto the Dragon still. There's Shun. He gets knocked up. Pop Blossom gets secured. And that's a big shutdown going towards Shadow. FPX are back, baby.
Can they get more? That's the big question. And I think they're just going to be...
Shred. But alas, Kamada, it is still off the rest of the team to retreat, and with that being successful, it means that Kara kind of gets himself that tier 2 turret for free. JDG's going to try to respond by taking this inhibitor in the mid lane. Kara's headed back to base, but he might be a little bit too late.
Yeah, they lose mid lane inhibitor tower. Shadow's on a flank. We need a. Oh no, that's Nico. Nico's on a flank.
It's Jway.
It's arguably a
Could be
bit
hunting
scarier.
for. Now all of a sudden, JDG maybe in a bad spot. They locked down Pays. Pays is down. It's 1K in the back pocket of Care, and they're still looking for more. That's a double kill for the Kassadin. He will pop the Zanyas and likely go down. But now the rest of FPX can still try to win this fight. All is literally 1v4, and he somehow comes out with a kill before he finally gets chased down by Shadow and the rest of FunPlus Phoenix. And now here comes Scout. He doesn't have the ult. His Kara now level 18, has to rip walk away to make sure he does not get caught up by the Croc. The Dragon gonna get tickled here by both squads. Nobody wants to fully commit to it just yet. We know it could come down to a smite fight. In comes the bullet time. It's bursting down that Dragon. Who's gonna get it this time? It's Shun who has it over Shadow. And now FPX have to run away with what the Shadow can do.
Oh, Shadow.
This potential flank on the Vi. He's hunting.
Shadow mate.
Who does he use the Vault Breaker on? Is on to Pays. Does his team have enough follow-up? Not just yet as they land only the stun. But there comes Care, and Pays falls once again. Scout the next target. He's gonna have to run underneath this turret. It's a double kill in for the Kassadin, and he's hungry for more. He wants Scout. He won't find it just yet. One more Rift Walk will do. It's a triple kill for Care. He will fall to the turret, but it does not matter as now Ale is the target. He will fall. Assume gets the kill. That's 4 down for FPX as they go to the Baron.
It's a 4-for-1 for FPX. They can't end the game in a 36-minute game, but they can definitely get the Baron. Maybe that'll give them the edge that they need here.
Nope.
Baron goes down. There was no smite. Nope, nope, nope. Not gonna accept it.
Now, wants to go in a little bit more recklessly. It should be all right. Now, target are these turrets. Mid lane tier 1 finally taken down 37.5 minutes in. JDG, when do they decide to pull the trigger? Looks like instead it might be Shadow forcing the initiative. Shun's already very low, missing, popping the quickness in onto just the Vi, and the crits will at least proc that GA. Arcane Storm raining down. They want to make sure they don't give up the reset. Here comes Jway. There's the bullet time. FPX have done it again. Any contender in the LPL beware, because FunPlus Phoenix, they're coming for you, man. It's 3 down. Only the Soul Laners are alive with Baron up for 75 seconds.
Coming into this game, JDG hadn't even dropped a single game, let alone a series, in 3. And FPX at 1 and 4 have rocked up and shaken their split so far. Arla's been pushed to the side. They're rushing into the Nexus towers.
Scout's got to try to clear this wave up, but the Nexus tower is already under fire. No, that should potentially do it. All out. One last ditch effort. The Guardian Angels pop. On to the Nexus they go. FPX take the series over JDG.
What a well-deserved result. They were down 4,000.